Paleo Hiker MD. Day 28 of the Whole30 is in the books and feeling good. That was a little time lapse. I've been messing around with my GoPro a little bit more. That's a time lapse in my backyard, our little piece of the world here, and it was a beautiful afternoon. So it was a good day. Had a very nice Sunday. Got up and went to church, and this afternoon had a chance to spend some time with my wife. My kids went over to my mother-in-law's, and we just worked on our motorhome a little bit and just relaxed. I also got some study time in for my board, which isn't super fun, but nonetheless did that. Did watch a NASCAR race, and my boy here, Kevin Harvick, just didn't quite have enough today due to a little pit road issue. But anyway, more than y'all want to know. So it was a good day all in all. So today's challenge is something that if you do your Whole30, I think you are going to experience, especially the last couple days. You have it several times during the Whole30, but it's just kind of that temptation of the end. You know, I'll be honest today, I wanted a Diet Dr. Pepper. My wife and I were talking about it, and it would have been so easy just to crack one open, go get one and drink one. But, it's just a temptation, and you have to kind of set yourself back and realize that that's all it is. So we pushed through that and had a good day. And, kind of fought back all those things. All right, so today's health tip of the day has to do with you and how you approach your health. We've talked about several aspects of this. We may have even touched on this a little bit, but my health tip today is to educate yourself. Learn about your body, about what your test results show. Ask your doctor questions about what that means, how you can change it, how they feel it best can be changed. If they're giving you kind of the standard status quo answers, ask them a little bit more. Press them about diet, press them about nutrition, ask them, what's good and what's bad, and then maybe share with them a little of your experience with the paleo diet. I don't know if you guys have seen, but the nutritional guidelines for 2015 came out just a couple days ago. The United States Nutrition Board, basically. And they made two big changes. They eliminated cholesterol as a nutrient of concern, and they also eliminated the maximum amount of fat intake a day for Americans. And this just is going more towards the realization that fat doesn't hurt you. Fat's not the enemy, and fat is not what will lead necessarily to chronic disease. It's those carbohydrates and processed foods that will do that. So educate yourself. Read books. Read paleo books. Read It Starts with Food by the Hartwigs at Whole 9 Life, who created the Whole30. If you haven't read that book, read it. It gives you so much information, and it gives you knowledge as to why you should do the things that you should do. It's one thing for me to sit here as a physician and say, you should do this. I think this is best for you. I've used it myself, and if you look at the data, I think it's a good idea to try it at the very least. Not going to hurt you to try it. The paleo diet is not some kind of a voodoo diet. You're eating meat, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seafood. It's more of a diet of exclusion, just excluding certain things. The things that you include in the diet are just regular food. There's nothing crazy about it. So educate yourself, read books, learn about things that can make a difference in your health. Don't just trust people. Don't trust me. Don't trust Rob Wolf. Don't trust any of these people who just say they know. They do have a great deal of knowledge. In my particular line of work, scientific studies are what rule the day. They rule the day. And there's something called the N. The N is how many people are in the study. And an N of 1,000 is not as good as an N of 10,000. It leads to more scientific credibility to have a higher N, or number of people, in the study. But I can tell you this. It's only an N of 1 that really matters to you in this situation. The N of 1 is you. How does changing your diet affect you? How does it make you feel? Forget about other people. You might be able to eat some dairy, no problem, where I can't. I might be able to eat some grains at times, and they don't bother me, but they may bother you. Now, the only way to find that out is to do something like the Whole30 and become your own N of 1. So do it. Become your own N of 1. Educate yourself about your health, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find ways that you can change it easily without medicine or anything like that, simply changing what you put in your mouth. All right, guys, so what I ate today, this morning, got up, we had a couple of hamburgers that were on their way out. So I just fried those up for my wife and I, and we had some apple on the side for breakfast. It was very good. For lunch, we had some chicken wings. I actually went and got some chicken wings and cooked them up. They were very good. Didn't snap a picture of those, but they were super tasty. And for dinner, it was my wife and I alone. She had bought some stuff yesterday. She bought some okra and some cube steak, tenderized cube steak. So I cooked a really good meal tonight. In fact, I'm going to post the recipe on the blog at some point in the next week or so. Just took cube steak, breaded it, or just lightly dusted it in coconut flour, and fried it up in a mixture of coconut oil and bacon. And then after it was just kind of browned on each side, threw on some fresh okra, threw on some rings of onions, and 1 can of Whole30 compliant crushed tomatoes, and a little salt and pepper, and just cooked them in the oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. Absolutely wonderful. Stewed okra with tomatoes and stewed cube steak all in one. One pot meal for the Whole30 day 28. All right, guys, so here we go. 2 days left. Pretty excited. Most excited because I'm going out of town this weekend with my family. We're going to go do some camping in our motorhome. So hope you guys are getting something out of these videos. I hope that over time they'll grow. Maybe viewership will improve. Spread the word. If you're planning on going through the Whole30, check in with me every day. Go day by day and see what I went through. Maybe even use it the day before so you kind of see what to do. You can certainly use these videos for ideas on what to cook, what to eat, how to plan around things. And of course, the health tips are also helpful as well. So like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys tuning in today, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 29. Thanks.